on Nightside, residents of Medical Lake looking for answers from city officials on when this fire nightmare will be over. What's next for the community that has already lost so much?
I think it's a bit cool and comfortable, but we are about to heat up again as we head over the next few days.
8 presidential hopefuls face off in the first GOP debate tonight in Milwaukee. Why the 9th candidate chose to sit this one out. You're watching 4 News Now Nightside.
Everybody has been touched by this, and I'm almost at a loss for words.
A large turnout for a community meeting held in Medical Lake tonight. Fire and law enforcement officials addressing current and next steps as recovery for the Gray Fire begins. By the end of tonight, the Gray Fire is expected to be 58% contained. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kirsten O'Connor. For many people at that meeting tonight, it was the first time they had the opportunity to get their questions answered and to learn what was next for recovery. New on Nightside, our Rania Kaur spoke to some of those residents looking for answers.
Kirsten, for many people at the meeting tonight, it was the first time they saw their neighbors, their friends, their community since evacuations on Friday. Emotions still high tonight, but some say it was a small step on their road to recovery.
Today was the first time I've been out in Medical Lake.
Meet Mary Johnson. Her home now ashes along Silver Lake. She hasn't been back.
I don't want to because I know how I would feel. I would start crying and probably couldn't stop because with myself I have a health problem, and I know with my heart and all the other things it would be so depressing.
Edith Dixon is just a few bleachers down. She's only begun to process the loss of one of her homes that she turned into a rental.
It feels like you're in a movie when you walk around and see your neighbors' homes burnt up, their cars burn up, all the picnics and barbecues that you've been at their homes, everything's gone. And you just hope that people are willing to rebuild.
While they cope with their new realities, questions remain.
How the progress is going to go on from here, how we going to get all our things built back. We are all a family down there. It's not just a neighbor. We are family. We help each other. We help each other no matter what.
People there told me knowing they lost their homes tonight felt like they weren't alone, and this meeting was a small step again towards recovery. Evacuations have been downgraded tonight to allow residents to go back into the city. We'll have more information from this meeting continuing right here on Nightside. But a big concern brought up at tonight's meeting was the warmer temperatures in the days ahead and what it could mean for fire crews still on the ground.
Thank you, Rania. Spokane County Sheriff John Knowles says they've made two arrests so far for suspected looting in neighborhoods affected by the Gray Fire. He asked people at this meeting tonight to call the sheriff's office if you notice something is missing.
There's nothing more frustrating in law enforcement than knowing you can help make somebody whole, but you can't find who the property belongs to. So please help us out.
Sheriff Knowles also asking anyone still looking for a neighbor or loved one to call Crime Check at the number on your screen and report them as a missing person. He said every reported missing person so far in Medical Lake is accounted for. Avista is also asking people to call them if you notice damaged trees that could fall into power lines. Avista representatives at the meeting say there are tree crews that will be in Medical Lake for the next 4 weeks. The number to call is 1-800-227-9187. For a more detailed look at the resources discussed at the meeting tonight, look for this story on KXLY.com. Well, Silver Lake is a community known for boating and swimming, but now it is surrounded by ash and destruction. That video taken Friday when some homeowners came back today to see the destruction firsthand that the Gray Fire left behind. Our team spoke with Mike Tereski, who saw how quickly those flames got out of control Friday, passing by house after house, years of memories with his friends and neighbors.
Something I've never seen. I've been here for 40 years, basically, on that side of the lake, and to see all our friends and family just disappear, you know.
Some of the other homeowners we spoke with today say the blue sky and sun shining over Silver Lake brought with that a promise of hope for their community. The state of emergency continues, though, in Spokane County. The Oregon Road fire now estimated at over 11,000 acres. That's the fire burning near Elk, which is a slight decrease since yesterday. Some evacuation levels there are downgraded. You can see on your screen the area west of Newport Highway, shaded in yellow, is now at level 2 or gets set to leave. And there's still a large portion there in red on your screen, meaning level 3 evacuations. People there have not been allowed to return. At least 80 structures are destroyed by this fire. One thing crews saw today is how many people were stepping in to help their neighbors and anyone else affected by this fire. The VFW in Elk is fully stocked with clothing for anyone who may need it. Whether people are in need right now or a few months from now, this community will still be here to help.
At first, I didn't know where people, we wanted to be somewhere where people could go, and we know our community is, any tragedy, our community steps up. So I just want to make sure they had a place to bring things and a place to support their people and come make sure everybody was okay.
Community members with questions about the Oregon Road fire, if they'd like to speak with officials, are invited to community meetings at Riverside High School. Those happen every day at 10 a.m. Meteorologist Matt Gray is in for Chris tonight. Matt, we heard from Ranya's report that there were some members of the community at that Medical Lake meeting asking about the forecast and concerned about the high temperatures.
Yeah, fire season is not over, right? And neither are summer temperatures. It certainly felt like fall today, and that was a wonderful break.
Sure was.
But we're getting back to the 90s, and that's where the concern is going to be, because the hotter you get, the drier it becomes in the afternoon, and the more likely that, well, you'll see that danger for fast moving wildfires begins to increase here. And that's what we're looking for as we head into the weekend. Here's what's going to happen here. Big dome of heat building. Tell me if you've heard that before this year. Big dome of heat building over the central U.S., but its influence extends all the way to here in the inland Northwest, holding back some stormy weather, which we will get to eventually, and we'll show you that coming up in your extended outlook. But the big deal here for the next few days is this building heat, and eventually that will put us back into, well, eventually, the 90s, if I could show you that here. Here we go. So for tomorrow, we're getting ourselves back up into the 80s after only being in the 70s today. And then look at that. Very quickly, by the time we hit the start of the weekend, we're already close to 90 degrees Sunday and Monday as well. Beyond this chart, we are going to be up into the 90s, and that just magnifies everything, right? It magnifies how dry we get in the afternoon, and it magnifies any little breeze that goes on during those days that are hot. Our highs today were only in the low to mid 70s. Combine that with that breeze today, it was a beautiful day. And so we're going to take something on the order of a 7 to 10 degree jump tomorrow. So it is going to feel even quite different, even though these are only average temperatures for this time of the year. So hope you enjoyed today. Enjoy tonight. We'll talk about some low temperatures tonight coming up that it'll still feel like fall. We also have a chance for rain coming up again in the days ahead, and that's something even after Tuesday we still desperately need. So we'll have your rain forecast coming up.
Thank you, Matt. Now to some breaking new details in a story we've been following here at 4 News Now. A missing Idaho mother and child have been located in Costa Rica tonight. According to Sandpoint Police, that mother, Laurel Hannah, was taken into custody, and her 1-year-old son is with his custodial guardian tonight. Well, the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students waived his right to a speedy trial today, delaying the trial start, originally scheduled for October.
You sure you want to do this? Absolutely.
That was Brian Koberger. He is accused of killing Kaylee Gonsalves, Madison Mogan, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin in an off-campus home last November. In that status hearing today, the state accepted Koberger's request, saying while they would prefer to resolve this case sooner rather than later, they want both parties to be prepared. Ann Taylor, Koberger's lawyer, said she had time to consult with her client, and they came to the decision saying their case would not be ready by October.
Your Honor, I do agree with this. I do not believe counsel can be effective by October 2nd.
The judge, while he said he was not expecting this, said he agreed this was the best decision. The state also had no objections. As for when the trial will begin, that is still up in the air. The defense asked to keep a September 1st hearing date that was already on the books to discuss the grand jury indictment. The judge agreed a trial date would be set after that. Well, coming up on Nightside, GOP candidates tackling topics like crime, foreign policy, and the economy in the first presidential debate tonight. We'll have a recap after the break.
Track live radar on the 4 News Now weather app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Progression's Credit Union.
Backyard barbecues, family gatherings, now is the best time to visit Jacobs Custom Living. New furniture has arrived and Jacobs really has the largest and most varied inventory ever. Comfortable lounge furniture, elegant outdoor dinner sets, umbrellas, and much more. Hurry in and experience for yourself the high-quality outdoor furniture at Jacobs Custom Living that will make your deck, patio, or cabin a wonderful place for gatherings all summer long. On Sprague, just east of Sullivan.
Devastating wildfires, relentless smoke. 4 News Now is with you, committed to keeping you safe. Stay with us on air, online, on the app, and streaming on KXLY Plus. Now until the danger is past with 4 News Now.
Connect with a friend. Connect with a muse. Connect with nature. Connect with summer and find what it holds for you in the off-road ready Mazda CX-50. Uncover what lies ahead during Mazda's Season of Discovery sales event.
Discover nature's most unique adventures in a Mazda CX-50. Available for immediate delivery at Foothills Mazda or shop now at SpokaneMazda.com.
Hey, Donnie, can you give me one reason to call the advocates?
Sorry, Ken, I can't.
I can. I mean, who fights like we do? You can't give me one reason?
Nope.
How about that we take on big insurance bullies? We're not afraid of any case. We're passionate and smart. Really? You can't come up with one reason?
I can't come up with one, Ken. Because there are 500 million.
All the money we've recovered for our clients. Injured? You deserve justice. You deserve an advocate.
Pop the champagne, humanity. We've done it.
Celebrate your night with big winners, shocking thrills, and living legends.
You know, I've always thought of you as Dave Jr.
Oh, every hair on my body is standing up right now.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, weeknights on ABC.
4 News Now is brought to you by Horizon Credit Union, proud sponsor of the Extreme Team.
Thanks for staying up with Nightside. The race for the White House is underway. Fox News held the first Republican presidential debate tonight for the 2024 election. 8 candidates took the stage in Wisconsin, touching on a variety of topics from the economy, climate, abortion, crime, and foreign policy. Gloria Pazmino is in Milwaukee with a recap of what happened.
Now, voters are just beginning to pay attention to the presidential race, but they got a taste of what the next several months will look like on the campaign trail. You have political veterans leaning on their name recognition and their experience, and political newcomers, all of them in the shadow of Trump, who skipped the debate and has a commanding lead in the polls.
The race for the White House takes flight.
8 candidates vying for the 2024 Republican presidential nomination taking the stage for the first time.
They are here to lay out their vision for America.
The event was hosted by Fox News in Milwaukee. Heading into Wednesday's debate, the latest poll shows former President Donald Trump with a commanding lead. But on stage, Trump was a no-show. Instead, he sat down for a 45-minute interview with former Fox News host Tucker Carlson, which was released on X, formerly known as Twitter.
I'm going to have all these people screaming at me, shouting questions at me, all of which I love answering, I love doing, but it doesn't make sense to do them. So I've taken a pass.
Agreed. Despite Trump's absence, candidates made the case for why they should be the Republican nominee. Others took swipes at the former president.
Donald Trump added $8 trillion to our debt, and our kids are never going to forgive us for this.
Those with the most experience highlighted their records.
We cut taxes in New Jersey. We cut debt in New Jersey.
I led Indiana where we balanced budgets and had a AAA bond rating.
We sold the biggest election landslide victory in the history of the Republican Party in the state of Florida in 2022. That's what I did.
While political newcomers tried to break away from the pack.
I'm the only person on the stage who isn't bought and paid for.
The candidates will face off in another debate again next month in California. Now, Trump is expected to turn himself in at the Fulton County Jail in Atlanta on Thursday, where he is facing charges for his efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election in Georgia. Meanwhile, when asked whether they would support Trump if he should become the Republican nominee or be convicted in a court of law, a majority of the candidates raised their hand. Reporting in Milwaukee, Gloria Pasmino, back to you.
And as you just heard, Donald Trump was not at the GOP debates tonight. The former president is expected to turn himself in to the Fulton County Jail in Georgia tomorrow. Today, a federal judge rejected bids by two former Trump administration officials trying to avoid arrest in the Georgia election interference case. One of these officials was the former White House Chief of Staff, Mark Meadows, who was at a hearing on Monday. 11 of the 19 co-defendants have surrendered at the Fulton County Jail so far. Rudy Giuliani is the latest Trump co-defendant to turn himself in there. And prosecutors say the former New York mayor lied about fraud to try to reverse the 2020 presidential election results in Georgia. After finalizing his $150,000 bond package, Giuliani told reporters he would continue to fight in this case, which he said was an attack on the American people.
Take it, I fought battles much worse than this, against people much tougher than them.
Giuliani joins the other co-defendants who are already out on bond. This Friday is the final day for the 18 co-defendants charged with racketeering to surrender.
Let me look now at your forecast where, well, temperatures right now, I dare say it, when I was coming back from dinner, Kirsten, it felt a little chilly outside. I don't know. Maybe that's the Florida man in me.
I had a zip up on my way back, a zip up sweater.
Oh.
You're not alone, Florida man.
Okay, I'm not alone, but yeah. Hey, we've gotten so used to how hot it was, especially, I mean, we were just talking about hundreds not long ago, and now we're talking about, we're down to 48 right now in Deer Park. So what a change. It was a beautiful day today. It felt like fall. Tonight is going to feel even more so like our next upcoming season. Look at these lows tonight. Deer Park gets down to 42. Spirit Lake gets down to 45. And we even see some upper 40s in the valley and downtown Spokane. Right around Lake Coeur d'Alene, water tends to moderate temperature, and so we'll be probably a little bit warmer in downtown Coeur d'Alene and onto the Rafton Prairie compared to further away from some of those larger water bodies. Our lows looking further out, 41 in Colville tonight, mid-40s across the Palouse, still 50s in central Washington. And enjoy this while it's here and maybe crack a window and have some cool air into the house because it's not going to last forever. Here we go. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that ramp up into the 90s and summer-like temperatures again. And on Friday, we have a chance for some isolated thunderstorms. There's a little system off to our west, and as it digs to the south here, it is going to shift our winds to out of the south, bringing in a little bit of moisture. And so on Friday, we're going to have a chance for some thunderstorms. Now, look, it's not going to be a lot here. Certainly, anytime we see thunderstorms at this point of the year, though, we have to be watching for lightning strikes, and that's exactly what we're going to be looking for, those areas in the yellow and the white there above the clouds. That signifies where there is potential for some lightning right around 1 or 2 in the afternoon around Spokane and around Coeur d'Alene. That'll be our best shot at it. Not sure we're going to get all that much in the way of measurable rainfall. It looks like, at least for the moment, that the more activity is going to be to our east in central Montana. So that's one opportunity for rain, but there is another, and that's coming up in your extended forecast.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Fresh produce is the best produce. That's why at Fred Meyer, we invest in local farmers to bring you the freshest seasonal picks. So no matter how you shop, your local produce always tastes as fresh as it gets. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun.
Now we're cruising.
Lease a well-equipped 2023 F-150 for just $399 a month for 36 months, only at your local Ford dealer.
Get
Get a free Makita Impact Driver Kit or a tabletop pellet grill now when you build a deck with wood decking or TimberTech or Trex composite deck and railing from Par. Visit par.com for details.
What are you going to build?
At Kaiser Permanente, we care for all those who make your family, well, your family. That's why all of us work together to give them the care and caring that any family would. Kaiser Permanente, for all that is you.
It's safe to say that a great day's work starts with a great night's sleep. So no matter what kind of job you have, Denver Mattress has the right mattress for you. So shop the Labor Day sale today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $900 on Purple adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or check out the Summit Firm, now only $299.99. Plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
At Fred Meyer, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Fred Meyer, fresh for everyone.
4 News Now is brought to you by Coeur d'Alene Wigs.
Taking a look around the world tonight, a first-hand look inside wildfires happening in Greece. Firefighters there are working hard to tackle those flames, and they are also dealing with strong winds, sending that fire racing, making it difficult to control. We are seeing a lot of natural disasters this month. Fires, floods, tropical storms, all happening just a little too close to home. And during times like these, people need all the help they can get. A FEMA Fire Management Assistance Grant will help cover 75% of the state's costs for our firefighting efforts here in the inland Northwest. Though now the agency's disaster fund is running out of money. There's growing concern the funding could lapse if Congress doesn't pass a spending bill. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell has indicated he expects Congress will approve more funding for FEMA.
We'll be authorizing in the same bill, in all likelihood, considerable increase for FEMA.
FEMA's disaster fund is running out of money in a year that's already setting records for weather disasters, and we haven't even hit the peak of the Atlantic hurricane season.
Know a thing or two about that, and that will be very interesting to watch as we get into the peak season there in the month of September. Here, boy, we entered peak fire season very quickly, and we saw our air quality dip as a result, and then we had the big flip back over to good air quality, which we are still holding at tonight. We are, however, expecting to see some changes as we head into tomorrow, particularly tomorrow evening. Likely a little bit more haze closer to the ground. We had a pretty orange sunset tonight, so there's definitely some smoke higher up in the atmosphere, and there probably will be until we really see the calendar turn into the fall season with a lot more active storms. Tomorrow, temperatures into the low 80s. But here's what's going to happen with our progression of smoke. A little component of our wind is going to be coming out of the north, and so that's going to bring down a little bit of smoke from those wildfires in Canada. So particularly in Northeast Washington, we've really got to keep an eye on air quality. If it looks bad, probably is. Maybe it's time to limit your time outdoors. Now, some of this thicker smoke does try to move in towards Spokane and Coeur d'Alene as we head into kind of late Thursday night, and then on early Friday morning, we may have to keep an eye on things as well. So not necessarily good, but probably good most of the day, and then getting towards moderate as we round out your Thursday, and we'll see how things progress as we head into Friday. But we're going to be dealing with smoke off and on really for the rest of this summer season, and well, could be a good ways into fall before we finally can put that to bed. We have a good chance of rain, though, and we desperately need more rain. Tuesday was amazing. Well, let's try. We won't get that much rain out of this, but we could try to get close at least, right? Tuesday, chance for some thunderstorms in there as well, and likely some breezy winds. And then Wednesday, that's when we'll likely have more beneficial moisture with a high of only around 75, and the nice little sprinkles that'll hopefully fall where we need them to, especially after this latest stretch of hot weather.
Everything in that forecast. Thank you, Matt. More shoppers are choosing electric vehicles so far this year than ever. U.S. consumers bought nearly 300,000 new battery electric vehicles in the second quarter of 2023, which is a record. That is more than 48% higher than the same time just last year, according to Cox Automotive. Experts believe this is just the beginning.
Folks should fasten their seatbelts because this electric future is taking off.
Several factors like price cuts, a wider variety of available vehicles, and more government and manufacturing investments plus tax credits are probably leading to that. The federal government is now offering tax credits of up to $7,500 on some EVs. For your health tonight, a new variant of the coronavirus was found in a U.S. wastewater sample, according to the CDC. 9 sequences of this highly mutated virus have been reported around the world so far, mostly from patients with mild symptoms. Even so, the CDC says the fact that multiple countries have now spotted this variant in a short amount of time is, quote, evidence of international transmission. The CDC doesn't have a broad policy for adopting masks, but masking can help prevent against the recent uptick of COVID-19 hospitalizations. The agency does recommend universal masking where the virus is at high levels, but nowhere in the country has reached that situation yet. Well, there soon could be an end to the ongoing writer and actors strike. Today, the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers released their latest proposal to the Writers Guild of America. The new package includes a pay increase and rules about artificial intelligence. These have been high priorities for writers and actors since they began their strike in early May. For over 100 days, this strike has shut down most TV and film production in the U.S. Today at the Circling Raven Golf Course, many players showed up to compete for their chance to go pro. Coming up, Sports Director Julian Menensone interviews a rising star in women's golf. Stick around.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Is it your day to water? Know if you are odd or even and be water-wise this summer.
It's been said that some things get better with age. A taste that only gets more refined. In life, good things take time. And this love story is worth the wait. He's Gary, your first golden bachelor.
I don't always date 20 women at once, but I'm about to.
Make your hard-earned dollars go further during the Labor Day sale at Furniture Row. Shop today, because the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, plus 4 years, no interest. The Labor Day sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Summer might not be a vacation for families experiencing homelessness, but while Family Promise teaches parents life skills, kids have the chance to explore and have fun.
Without the routine of school, summer is really challenging for homeless children. With the help of Numerica, kids are able to enjoy lots of fun activities.
Numerica Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Family Promise as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota. Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's the Labor Day sale at Denver Mattress. And right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Take $100 off every $1,000 you spend. Save up to $300 on our Denver Mattress brand lineup, plus 4 years no interest and free shipping. The Labor Day sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
The Epson Golf Tournament and Tour is back at the Circling Raven Golf Course in the Inland Northwest and is the official qualifier for the LPGA Tour. 4 News Now is a proud sponsor for the event again this year. The tournament's mission is to prepare the world's best young women golfers for a successful career in the pros. And while the official tournament doesn't begin until this weekend, there were a few familiar faces on the green today. Our very own Chris Crocker, Derek Dice, Alex Crescenti, and Julian Menensone took part in the Pro-Am tournament today. Julian Menensone brings you an interview with one of the two competitors from right here in the Inland Northwest.
We have a special guest with us here, Gabby Lemieux, one of the players here on the tour from Idaho, Caldwell, Idaho. This is a special course, I'm sure, third time playing here, right? So does it make it extra special being an in-state native?
I mean, you really can't get anything better than coming home to your home state to play in a professional event, especially to have the chance to have your friends and family come out and watch. That's probably the best part about it for me.
And what does it mean also that you see everyone here, not just golfers, but like myself, non-golfers, sponsors, people at the casino, just all coming together for this cause that you guys trying to get to that LPGA level?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a beautiful thing to have all these people come and support what we want to do as a career and to be able to play professional golf and just to give it our all to try and make it to the LPGA is really just a spectacular thing to have the support that we have.
And talk about also tribal background as well and how special that is and how that's represented here today.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. So I'm from Duck Valley, I'm Shoshone-Paiute. So to be from Idaho and to come to, basically a Native American sponsored event, it's amazing to have the feeling for me that I am home, I'm here, and just to play in a professional event and just live my dream doing this thing. It's amazing.
And Gabby is a past three-time Idaho amateur champion. So there's that. You made your U.S. Open debut last year. What would it mean to win this weekend?
I mean, nobody can really understand what it would be to win this event, especially in your home state again. But I mean, just winning this event, it would bring probably tears to my eyes because this year hasn't been perfect. You know, golf is never perfect, but to win it in front of your family and friends and your home state would be just an amazing thing.
A perfect event would be capped off by a perfect round by Gabby here. Look out for her on the course. But for now, signing off from Coeur d'Alene Casino and Resort, Julian Menensone, 4 News Now Sports.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
This is the all-new Tempur-Pedic Breeze mattress, and it's designed to help you feel cool. So no more sweating all night, no kicking off the covers, or blasting the air conditioning. Because only the Tempur-Pedic Breeze is made with our one-of-a-kind cooling technology that pulls heat away from your body, so the mattress feels up to 10 degrees cooler all night long.
Save up to $700 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and get a $300 gift. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Wow, what a great vacation.
Yeah, no kidding. The new hotel, the casino, Maslow's Steakhouse.
Don't forget the triple head shower.
Trust me, I haven't. I feel a million miles away.
You're not.
I understand that.
I just ran home and fed the dog.
Don't ruin this for me.
The largest casino resort in the Pacific Northwest is right in your backyard thanks to our brand new River Tower Hotel in Northern Quest.
You know, you've got it pretty good. Streaming this much stuff was never this easy. Yes, let's go. Nice eye thingies.
They're collagen boosters.
Get internet on the Xfinity 10G network made for streaming for $19.99 a month for 12 months. And add Now TV for $20. It's the best value in live TV and streaming.
You guys like this show too?
Yes, chef!
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Well, if you like the weather today, I think you'll enjoy Wednesday. Just a little bit more chance of rain than what we saw today. We had perfect blue skies. You couldn't ask for a better day. And, well, we're going to have to turn the AC on here pretty soon with those upper 80s and 90s in the forecast. And
too bad we can't just skip over all that.
the good news is here now, it's late August, okay, so those 90s are they're on borrowed time. They're on borrowed time.
I like the way you put that. Yeah.
Only a few more weeks. Then we can wave goodbye. See you next year.
And enjoy your pumpkin spice lattes starting tomorrow.